All right, good work on that poem. Now we're going to transition into the discussion question. We're going to look at Death of a Salesman. My question to you is, this play is a tragedy. Which character do you think is the most tragic?
Uh, Most tragic. I have to go with the dude who killed himself. Which was
Willie?
yes, the dad, right?
Yeah.
All right, so like that dude tried to kill himself so many times. Like he tried. I don't know what that pipe was about. Was he trying to like choke himself out? Was there a part where he was like trying to drive off the road? I think he ends up like just straight up killing himself at the end with like I don't know if it was like a pistol or something like that, but I don't know how many times you can try and kill yourself and you fail at killing yourself. I mean that's probably like I don't know the epitome of being terrible at everything when you can't even commit suicide correctly. So I would say that he's a pretty big failure. I mean, he was just so weird. Like his business, he didn't do very well in like his real life job, where he sold, I don't know, stuff to people. Like I don't know, it was like a salesman. And then like his like after school or I'm sorry, like after business thing where he was hunting ghosts because that Uncle Ben ghost kept like antagonizing him and he couldn't catch him and something like that where I think that's what was going like there was a ghost, right? I'm not losing my mind. There was like a ghost terrorizing the family and like he was trying to catch it or something. But he sucked at that too. So he basically sucked at everything. He sucked at his job. He sucked at being a dad. He sucked at catching ghosts. He just was like, and he sucked at killing himself. So, I mean, that's probably pretty tragic.
Okay, so what qualities do you think made that character so tragic?
Well, I talked about how he sucked at everything, but I guess, I mean, he's just so soft. Like, his brain is soft. He's crazy. He like kept doing really dumb stuff, like talking to people who weren't there. Uh, he couldn't even drive a car. Like, he's just so like dumb and stupid at everything that he did. And so when he ultimately tried to do stuff that like benefited the family, he's like, "Oh, I'll kill myself. That'll solve problems." Well, I mean, how does that even make sense? He doesn't even know what he's doing half the time. And even when he does know what he's doing, he's just like a bummer. He's just like always super like, "Oh, my life's so hard. My life's so tough." It's like, man up. Stop being so soft.
All right, what do you think Miller is trying to prove through this character's destruction?
I will tell you, I think what he was trying to do was take a giant dump on America. I think that's what he was trying to do because, oh my God, he's like attacking America, saying that, oh, it's so hard to achieve the American dream. Yeah, when you're like a freaking crazy psychopath like Willie, doing all this weird stuff. It's like, of course you're not going to achieve the American dream when you're hunting ghosts and driving off bridges and driving off the road and yelling at people for random things. It's like, yeah, you're going to suck. I mean, it made no sense. How does that critique America? How does that show, oh, the American dream isn't real? I mean, the American dream is real. You just have to, like, work hard and, like, not be an idiot. And all the people in this play were idiots. They were so dumb. It was like, why don't you do, like, something real where, like, you just do your job and you work hard, and then you can achieve success. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that Arthur Miller is a communist. Like, what does he want? Like, all of us to make the same pay and get the same jobs and do the same thing, and everybody gets treated fairly or whatever like that. Like, I can understand why they wanted to put him in jail. Because this play hated America. This play hated the American dream. And it was like a communist manifesto. It was like, why don't you, if you hate America so much, why don't you just get out? That's all I have to say. I mean, I get he's trying to attack America, but what are you doing?
Right. So there are other characters in the text that we could argue are destroyed. Would you say they're similar to Willie or not?
I mean, are you talking about like the family, like, I don't know, like one of the like brothers or something?
Yeah. Happy, for example.
Actually, I think Happy pretty much slayed the entire. I mean, what more do you want? He's hooking up with the ladies. He seems to have a pretty sweet deal with a sports company, I think. I thought that their business idea was pretty cool. Something about sports balls or something like that. I don't know. But they seemed to know what they were doing. I mean, and at the end of he's like, I'm gonna make my dad proud, even though my dad was terrible at everything in his life. I'm gonna make him proud, because I'm gonna be really good at my job, which was the sports thing again. And I mean, maybe not him. I do remember, but everybody else, killed themselves in the play. And, because, the mom was on that beach, and the sun was really bright, and so she ended up shooting somebody, and then having to go to prison, and then
I think you're mixing up your texts.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Maybe that's how it should have ended. Because that would have been way more interesting than some dude driving off a bridge and then his weak funeral where 3 people showed up. It was that was pretty soft. It was pretty weak. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what was going on with Biff. First of all, what is this, Back to the Future? What kind of name is Biff? You've doomed your child to a crappy life if you give him a name like Biff. It sounds like a dog food. It's like dog chow for kids. Biff. I don't know. It's just a dumb name. It's this kid's gonna be successful. Also, Happy? What kind of name is Happy? Would be did they fall down their stairs when they named their children? They must have been insane. Come on, be decent parents. What was the question?
Would you say they're similar to Willie or not?
I mean, that whole family sucked. So, I mean, that was just different kinds of suck. One guy sucked at killing himself. Uncle Ben sucked at being a ghost. I mean, what kind of ghost says the same crap over and over again? I mean, diversify your ghosting. I guess Linda sucked at being a housewife because that house looked tragically bad. It was just a garbage house. And it's you have one job, Linda. Why don't you, I don't know, get in the kitchen and clean that stuff up, and maybe not look. Your house looked like a dumpster fire. And those 2 kids sucked. They lived in their parents' house. I mean, what 30-year-olds are living in their parents' house as weak? That whole family. I mean, come on. And they want to blame America. Maybe you should try harder. That's all I gotta say on that one.
All right. Well, I think we're done here. So good job. And you can leave.
All right.